she was, her pose when she was entering her individual, like when she was doing her individual pose, she was touching her boobs, and I was like, wow. Hi guys, welcome to Claire's Fitness Zone. I am very excited for today's episode. I am doing a review of the Mr. and Miss Africa bodybuilding competition that happened in Eldoret on 8th. And I will start by giving a disclaimer. Whatever I'm going to say today, it is my truth. And when I talk about my truth, is what I saw. I know I might not agree with so many people. I know I might rattle some feathers here and there, but yeah, we aim to always tell the truth as we see it, and that is why I am doing this particular video today. So I will start looking at the competition, how it was, and I must agree that it was one of the best competitions I've ever seen. The way it was organized, I will say it was world class. The ambience was simply amazing. The registration of athletes was very good. The turn up was very good. And we even had an international judge coming, which has never happened in Kenya. I think it was well planned. I really applaud the organizers for the good job, and I think in future this is a competition that we need to emulate. Now, I am going to look at what happened. I am going to review. And I usually talk about, in this channel, I concentrate on female athletes. So this particular video will also do the same. I will look at the ladies who are there, how the competition was, what I noted. The first thing I noted is in the competition, we were using the NPC rules, which was something very good. In the previous competitions in Kenya, I have realized at times you're competing and they will miss a photo of you. But this one, the way it was done, it was per NPC standard. So even the way the athletes were falling back after maybe their win ensured that good photographs were taken and all that. The other thing that I noticed was it was based on height category. We've always had everyone on stage, but this one, it was based on height category. Having a competition on height-based category, it means that in your category, you might do very well. And like if maybe you were to do another category, or if you were to be put together, that one will not have happened. I also noticed there was switching of categories, which I will talk about it later. Now, let us start with bikini. We had 3 categories for ladies. We had bikini, we had wellness, which was here for the first time, and we also had figure. I will start with bikini. We had 2 classes of bikini. We had class A, which was for shorter people, and in class A we had 3 competitors. We had Michelle, we had Sarah, and we had Ibilai. In that class, Ibilai won. And then we had class B for taller athletes, and after class A and class B was done, we had the winner of class A and the winner of class B coming together to now compete, so that we get an overall winner for bikini, which was good. Now let's look at class A. Class A, Michelle, we had Sarah and Ibilai. I will not look at them in details, but I will highlight something, maybe some few things. I will skip Michelle. No, let me talk about her. I thought she was graceful. She brought a good body, but she needed to bring things tight. You know, bikini is about muscle. It's about your body parts in right places, tightness. That is what I noticed. For Sarah, she really had a good midsection. She had rounder shoulders, like the shoulders were rounded, which was good. I thought her upper body was very good. Her butt was a little bit jiggly, so I thought she could at least tighten the butt if she was to do so well. But the presentation that she brought, being her first competition, was awesome. Her posing was a little bit off, maybe not confident and all that, but those are things she can learn from and improve in future. Ibilai. Okay, now for Ibilai, I loved everything about her. She's usually very graceful. Like when she walks, you know Ibilai is here. She had tight midsection. She had good rounded shoulder caps. She had a very good round glute. Everything on her was tight. Her midsection is also small, which is a plus. And maybe probably the thing that I noticed is now she really needs to bring her glute ham tie in for her to do very well. But she was amazing. Yeah, and she won in her class. The other one, in class B, we had Lucy, we had Margarita, we had Anne, we had Nikki, Caroline Gumo. We had number 5 was Salome, and number 6, I've forgotten her name. She was a newbie. Now, in this category, Lucy won. If you look at Lucy, she was lean. She has a smaller midsection. She had good abs, and you could see round shoulders. Her attire was very good. Her presentation was very good. She's usually very graceful. Now, what caught my eye in class B is this lady called Anne. Honestly, I am still wondering why Anne got 4th position. I might be wrong. I am not a judge, and as I said, I am just giving my truth. But I felt Anne was supposed to do better. I still don't understand, because if you look at Anne's physique, she has this small, tight midsection. She had good rounded shoulder caps. If you look at her, it's a trained body. She has a balanced physique, which is very good. And maybe what I noticed was her glutes. If you compare this picture on the screen between her and Lucy, it looked somehow not very tight. Anne, this girl caught my attention. Her turn was off, totally off, not flowing. And also, she had a lot of decorations. And you know, when you're overly decorated, it takes from you. So instead of judges looking at the beautiful physique that you're bringing, it tends to draw away from you. But I am still wondering, and I will need you to comment. I will need you to give your view on Anne's physique. I know her turn was off. I even told her, Anne, your turn is off. But I'm just thinking, her physique was very good. Look at those quads. I don't know. I don't know if the judges thought she was very hard. I am still not sure what happened to Anne. When I looked at her on stage, I was like, that girl. But as I said, I am not a judge, and I just don't know what happened. Lucy won this category, and Lucy, and then she went for finals. She placed 2nd. I don't know if I should talk about her physique now, or I should talk about her physique in wellness. But looking at Lucy's physique, She usually has a broader hip bone, and if you ask me, it makes her look big. So I thought she would really do good in wellness. I will still talk about this one when I am comparing wellness athletes, but that was it. It's just that I thought when she brings the space, I don't know how you will call it, but the quads, but now since her midsection is wider, if she could work on her quads and bring bigger quads and bring bigger hamstring, I honestly feel she'll really fit in wellness. Okay, that is it for bikini. Most of the people were new, and some were bringing body fat percentage that was very high. But that is it. Let me go to the next category, wellness. Wellness was new here in Kenya, and I noticed since the judge was a wellness creator, when it was time for wellness athletes, I noticed there was a shift. Even the way the comparisons were done in bikini, in prejudging, I did not see comparisons. But in wellness, I noticed even the judge said, now this is the category, and the way the comparisons were done, I thought it was more thorough than in bikini, because it's bikini that started. Now, wellness, we still had two classes, those ones for at least taller athletes, and then the other one for shorter athletes. In class A, we had Brenda taking it. I thought Brenda had a good midsection. Okay, I don't know. When I was talking to Brenda after they had gone on stage, I was like, I feel maybe you're not for wellness, you'll do so well in figure. But as I say, I am not a judge. I don't know what happened. But she really had a good midsection. You could see rounder shoulder caps, which was good. And she won in this category. Now the pictures that I am seeing here on the screen, I realized she was also tighter than probably most people in her category. The other person was Wanjiro Ochieng. Wanjiro Ochieng, if you look at her, she's a wellness. Her physique is wellness. Like, she has this smaller upper body, and her lower body is more bigger than her. Her lower body is bigger than upper body, which we usually take is wellness physique. But then I noticed like her upper body needs to come up. There was no much muscle definition in her upper body. I could not see her shoulder caps. And in most of these athletes, you will see round shoulder caps, but her upper body, I felt, yes, she has a flat tummy, but I could not see muscle. And I usually say this is a muscle show. I could see more of her legs than her upper body, but her body is this body, a wellness body. And I usually say a wellness body is not a proportioned body. It's more lower body is dominant. It's more heavy than the upper body. The other person in wellness, there was Eva. Eva had very good upper body, round shoulders. You could see her abs and all that. I felt her upper body was very good. If they would only bring her upper body minus her lower body, I think it was quite good. But she really had a lot of fat percent on her lower body, which if she really works on it, I think she will do good. Now, this wellness category, Diana. I don't know what happened to Diana. She's also one athlete that I am wondering what really happened. If you look at people in her class and we go by the fat percentage, I felt she was a true wellness. Okay, she didn't bring condition, but her body is perfect wellness. Like, even if she walks in a room, you will see her legs are dominating. She's bigger down. She did not hold much fat like most of the competitors. I don't know. I am still wondering how she plays. She's also another athlete that got me confused. You could see her abs are visible. You could see tightness in her body. The only thing that I felt she did not bring is the condition. But in terms of her wellness physique, Diana. And her smile was perfect. Her presentation on stage, much as her pose was not very flawless, there was something about Diana that really caught my attention. Most of the wellness athletes, as I have said, they had slightly higher body fat percent, and I usually say this is bodybuilding. You have to show muscles. Your body fat percent should be very low. Okay, that is class A. Let's go to class B. Class B wellness, my view still stands for most of them, but the person that I want to talk about in this class, the person who won overall wellness, is Karen. Okay, Karen's body is very nice, very good, a trained body. Her body fat percentage is low, like she fits the ideal athlete. She won wellness, but I got confused. The way I usually look at wellness, and this is something that really confused me, and I talked to several judges about it. They explained to me, but I have sat down, I have really done my reflection, and I am like, this one does not sit well with me. So I will say it. Karen is a figure athlete. As a figure athlete, I think she's perfect. Her body is balanced. You know, for figure athletes, body should be balanced, more hardness, more muscle. I saw many athletes complaining there was crossing of categories, which to me is okay. I have seen in other competitions, global competitions, people can switch categories. I can decide to compete in figure, or I can decide to compete in bikini and to compete in wellness. To me, it is okay because I am registering and it is my money doing the talk. It is okay. What I knew was the body will just throw you from one category, and that is what I expected in this competition. But it didn't happen. That one is still a shocker. It still shocks me. Because if you look at what they usually want for wellness, more lower body dominant. Wellness is more masculine than bikini, but figure has more muscle than wellness. Figure is balanced, like the distribution of muscle from top to bottom is balanced, but for wellness, the distribution of muscle, the lower part of the body is more dominant. It's heavy. So it's usually not the common X-frame X-frame physique that we usually hear about. The lower body is more dominant. And I was looking at it, a figure competitor winning wellness. I am saying this, it still doesn't sit well with me. It's like when we say white people, not white people, let me not use white people, color whites. Color whites stand here. And color black stand here. So it's either you're white or you're black. And if it happens that color white wins in color white, I expect color black to win in color black. So how do we explain if color white wins in color black? It still doesn't make sense to me. I have talked to judges. The judges are saying a more closer look. But when they mark down all these people and they're looking at a more closer look, I felt Karen's body is a figure body, how will it also win wellness? Honestly, if you ask me, look at the pictures on the screen. Lucy looked more wellness depending on all the parameters that they will mark an athlete down: symmetry, condition, aesthetics, and all that. Because of her wider hip bone that I've talked about, I felt if she was to cross in wellness, she'll do better. But I don't know. The judges came with the decision. This is a decision that I still feel no. Because if you look at Karen's body in this pose, and also posing matters, I still feel she's more of a figure athlete. A bikini athlete can easily cross to wellness, but I didn't expect somebody winning figure and winning wellness at the same time. But you will give me your comments. I said this is my truth. My truth might be different from your truth, but yeah, this is how I see it. We are still in wellness. Karen, I said she was very graceful. She knows how to pose, but she confused me when she got on stage, when she was doing her individual pose. I've never seen anything like this. And before I did this video, honestly, I had to check videos of Miss Olympia Wellness, IFBB Pro Wellness, so that I don't give you information that is not accurate. How she came and she was, her pose when she was entering her individual, like when she was doing her individual pose, she was touching her boobs, and I was like, wow, I have never seen anything like this. I know we are supposed to bring, you're supposed to be sexy, you're supposed to bring your personality, but I didn't expect it to be raunchy. When you're overtly sexual, it brings something else. And I've just said it. I am imagining people don't understand this sport. So when you've walked like for 1 minute and you're caressing your boobs, and then I'm like, ooh, okay, I don't know what was happening here. And I just imagined if it's brought on our TVs, what image will it pass? And I know so many people will say, it doesn't matter. It's not about all of us. It's about how she wants to do it. But it didn't sit down so well with me. That one was now another thing. It was a step higher from just being flatty and sexy to now being, I don't want to say that word, because if I say it, I know it will not go down so well with me. But just be dignified. Don't make it look like now we are promoting another industry that is not sports. I want to hear your comments about this. And I said this is my truth. It might not be truth for all of you, but that one really didn't sit down so well with me. The aspect of rubbing and caressing your boobs as a way of posing, oh, I don't know. That is wellness. What haven't I said about wellness? I've said so many athletes complained about people crossing or switching the divisions, like you've competed in wellness and you've competed in figure. That one, to me, it is okay because it's your money talking. But I just thought that your body will basically push you from a category that was not yours. But we saw a person winning figure also winning wellness, which was a little bit confusing. Let's look at figure. Now figure. Most ladies brought a higher body fat percent for this category. This category wants hardness, wants visible muscles, wants symmetry and all that. We also had two classes, class A and class B, which was based on height. Who do I want to highlight in this category? Nothing much, unless now I will have to look at my notes to just see the athletes and what they presented for figure. And I didn't have anything that I wrote. For figure, I feel Karen's body is perfect figure body. Honestly, she's balanced, she's hard, she has everything tight. It just confused me when she also won figure and she won a wellness. I think that is it. So what I will say for the highlights in this competition, there was switching of categories, which I've said it's okay, but I expected one's body to push somebody from this one category to the other. I didn't expect somebody winning bikini will still do so well in wellness. Okay, in bikini and wellness it can be close, but I didn't expect you become top in this and then you become top in that. The other thing I noticed about this competition, I think during prejudging, the final results were given, and it also confused me because how I know it, at times you can bring a body in prejudging, and when you're going for finals, it's either your body is very good or your body is not very good. Like, a lot happens between prejudging and finals. There was this girl in bikini, Salome. She got number 5 overall. This one also got me confused. I think in my confusion for this game, I've talked about 3 things that got me confused. This one is another one that got me confused. And I concluded that the numbers were being given at prejudging and not at finals, which I think is also not fair. Salome went for prejudging. During finals, she did not go. I don't know, it's because maybe they were not told they were supposed to go to finals, or she's also new. Maybe she expected her name will be called telling her to go for finals. I don't know. But this is what happened. During finals, Salome was not there. In fact, she was seated putting on her shorts and her t-shirts and watching. But do you know she was given position 5 of the finals? Yet she did not compete in the final. So what does this tell us? It definitely tells us that some categories were given numbers during prejudging, which at times can be okay, because at prejudging is when we have selected and we know the people who will maybe get this position in finals. But I've also said the gap between prejudging and finals usually change things. So if a person who did not compete in finals and is still given position 5, you tell me, what does it mean? I don't know. I don't want to speculate anything, but it just means the position were given at prejudging, which I felt was also not so fair. And they called her and they were like, come for your certificate. If I was there, I would just have cancelled it. Because tell me, the lady who was number 6, what is going on in her head right now? If this person did not go for finals, she was supposed to be cancelled out so that the person who was number 6 gets number 5, simply because she did not attend finals. So what results were they using? And she was given her certificate and her position, not in a posing trunk like the rest. I want to know your comments on that. The other thing that also got me confused, and this one I will talk about it, giving not a disclaimer, but I don't want to give like an authoritative final answer, because I want to hear what you guys are thinking about it. There was this thing of IFBB elite pros competing, and when I talk about pros, I don't mean a person who's been doing so good in a local competition, because you usually call them ule ni pro. No, I don't mean a person who has competed outside the country. No, I don't mean that. I mean a person who has a pro card. And I don't know, but I have had people complain that if an IFBB elite, IFBB pro competes in a local show, it is something that is not allowed. So I was thinking, when you have a pro card, and I am assuming people have pro cards, and I saw Lucy and I saw Karen when they were doing their competition in South Africa, they were given pro cards. I don't know. I saw it on social media, they were given pro cards. So I am giving this information basing on the information that they gave us. If you have a pro card, for goodness sake, you're supposed to compete with people at your level, pros. I don't see why a person with a pro card should compete in a local show with amateurs. That is just me, and I said that is my truth. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like a person who is in grade 8 doing exams with a person who is in grade 2. The results will never be the same. I don't want to dwell so much on that, because I've said I don't want to give information that I can't own it. I want to hear what you guys think about it. And as I started, I said this video today will rattle so many people, but I am just giving my truth the way I saw it. I usually like analyzing things, and when I am analyzing things, I want to give it a balanced perspective. I don't want to be biased, and that is why I look at it, I weigh it, and just have conversations with myself, and I ask myself, is it the way it's supposed to be? And I expect people to talk after this video. I would really appreciate if you give me your honest view about this particular video. Kindly write your comments down here. Let us engage in a sober, mature manner, because we are here to grow this sport. If you noticed that the Kenyan bodybuilding sport, if you compare it with Tanzania, and if you compare it with East Africa, honestly, we are far ahead. This sport has been growing from time to time, and it's up to us to make it grow. Let's give it positive critique. I noticed there was that lady, figure athlete from Uganda, and the way she was posing, and I got to talk to her, she had prepared for physique. So even when you're telling her on stage, kindly try and be feminine, open your lats, her poses were very different, because she would have like raised arms, the bicep that we see in physique, and even convincing her that she needs shoes on stage, and probably just glamming her face to make her look more feminine was a big problem. So it shows that even the research that we do here in Kenya for bodybuilders, we are far much ahead from probably people in Tanzania and Uganda. So that is why I am saying when we are engaging, let us do it for the benefit of uplifting these sports. I am very grateful for you watching me. Kindly let's engage, leave a comment, let me know what you have to say about this. Thank you so much.